invocation, the playing of the national anthem, the playing of the Air Force song, the reciting of the oath of enlistment, and the Airman's creed. Second, we ask that you remain silent during these times, reflecting on the price that has been paid for our freedom. Third, we ask that you pay respect to the flag during the national anthem and as it passes by during the review. Military members in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. Civilians should stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. After the last note of the national anthem and after the flags have passed by, you may then return your hand to your side. We also ask that all cell phones and other electronic devices be silenced at this time. As the flags pass in review, applause is appropriate, but please limit that applause so that others may hear the narration of the names and hometowns of the military training instructors. Please reserve the strictest respect during our oath of enlistment. During this oath, airmen pledge their lives to support and defend the Constitution and our country. For the safety and comfort of those around you, we ask that you remain in place until our distinguished guests have left the reviewing stand and departed the area. Restroom facilities are located in the buildings on either side of the parking lot, and during this morning's ceremony, smoking and the consumption of alcoholic beverages is not permitted. Please be cautious when ascending and descending the bleachers. Please use handrails where available and watch tripping, slipping, and falling hazards. Finally, please do not go onto the grassy areas when taking photos during the ceremony. The flights before you today are named after Air Force pioneers who have made significant contributions to our enlisted heritage. They have a special meaning to all airmen, especially those who are transitioning from civilians to warrior airmen of character. Today's graduates make up these heritage flights and will continue to shape our Air Force. And now I'd like to take a moment to inform you on specific flight locations on the parade field, as viewed from the bleachers from your left to your right. The first 4 heritage flights to pass and review today are from the 323rd Training Squadron, Blue, Roy, Cody, and Mathis flight. Next are Longkey, Del Toro, and Chapman flight from the 326th Training Squadron. In the center of the parade field is the 737th Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps, Murray flight from the 321st Training Squadron. The flight selected to carry our state and territorial flags is from the 321st Training Squadron, Benkin flight. Next is Nathan flight from the 326th Training Squadron. The last 4 flights to pass and review today are from the 331st Training Squadron, Kissling, Peterson, Finch, and Smith flight. At this time, find a place to sit. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of our official party. Please remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Rappaport.
If you feel so inclined, please join me for a brief moment of prayer. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice on it. Almighty God, we thank you for this happy occasion that brings us together as fellow airmen, leaders, families, and friends. Lord, our cup runneth over with pride and joy for these outstanding young men and women who have chosen to wear the Air Force blue. We rejoice in their achievement, recognize their accomplishments, and are grateful for the diligent, hard work that they have put in to reach this day. We thank you also for their families and loved ones and the sacrifices they have all made to make this day possible. We ask that you would fill their hearts with pride and joy as they witness the fruit of their labor. We also pray that you would give to their military training instructors and leaders a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment for their faithful and dedicated service to these graduates. Bless these airmen in all that they do. May the many lessons they have learned here serve them well both in and out of uniform. Grant them strength and resolve that they may remain dedicated to the causes of truth, justice, and freedom, and may they always bring honor to our great nation, to our Air Force, to their families, and to themselves. We ask these things in your holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Rappaport. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's Basic Military Training Graduation Parade. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony, the Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Colonel Michael Newsom. The Superintendent, Air Force Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Lee Hoover. Today's reviewing officer is the Commander, 82nd Training Wing, Shepherd Air Force Base, Texas, Colonel Kenyon Bell. Accompanied by the Command Chief, 82nd Training Wing, Chief Master Sergeant Dina Mosley. From the 37th Training Wing, the Command Chief, 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas, Chief Master Sergeant Stephen Blazer. Also in attendance with us today, the Command Team from the 354th Fighter Wing, Eielson Air Force Base, Alaska, Colonel Benjamin Bishop, accompanied by Chief Master Sergeant Joshua Kirk. The Command Team from the 5th Bomb Wing, Minot Air Force Base, North Dakota, Colonel Bradley Cochran, accompanied by Chief Master Sergeant Becky Thomas. The Command Chief, Nevada State Air National Guard, Chief Master Sergeant Michael Grisdale. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. The Airmen who will pass and review today have completed a demanding 8.5-week program that provides Air Force units throughout the world with trained airmen. Part of this training includes the time-proven concepts of military customs and traditions, of which this parade is a vital part. All graduating airmen will also march over the enlisted Heroes Walk. They will lead the way for thousands of airmen that will follow, all reflecting on our enlisted heritage, tradition of honor, and our legacy of valor. Our Commander of Airmen is Technical Sergeant Michelle Aberly, Military Training Instructor, 320th Training Squadron. Colonel Bell will review today's ceremony.
instruments, they meet their families, and then they go back to the room, and they have what's called open house. So they kind of show them everything. It's a lot. And they're very calm. They're space. We can actually just hop over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated.
My son all the time. Caught up. He's like, I don't get it. It's freaking you can rest assured. Free. What's an airman? Always an airman. So I tell you, you should join. Get paid. Especially that next. So what's funny is
737th Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, Commander's Excellent Streamer. Commander's Excellent Streamer is awarded to the 323rd Training Squadron, Flight 652, for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 22 July 2019 and 13 September 2019. Signed, Michael Newsom, Colonel, United States Air Force. The Airman recognized on the pavement others have been awarded our nation's highest honors for representing heroic and unselfish action as members of the United States Air Force and armed conflict, including present day operations in Afghanistan. They include 8 Medals of Honor, 27 Air Force Crosses, and 188 Silver Stars awarded for bravery during encounters with the hostile enemy combatants. These enlisted heroes serve to inspire all airmen to execute their duties courageously and with honor in their service to this great nation. Armed with the knowledge of our past, the airmen will exit the hero's walk by marching over a blue line, signifying their accession into the greatest air power in the world. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the 737 Training Group's Drum and Bugle Corps Murray Flight from the 321st Training Squadron, performing today under the direction of Master Sergeant Miles Hubble, hometown Raleigh, North Carolina. These airmen are also in basic military training who have been hand-selected to perform for ceremonies of this type. We would like to notice our national, state, and territorial flags as these flags pass review. Please stand and render the appropriate courtesies for our national flag. Once the flags have passed review, please be courteous of others and be seated in order to allow all guests the opportunity to view the flags as they pass review. 326 Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Chapman Flight, led by Staff Sergeant Dean Mitchell, hometown, Leaf City, Texas. Squadron selected as the color guard is from the 320th Training Squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Daniel Evans, hometown, Milford, Massachusetts. The flight selected to carry our state and territorial flags are from the 321st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 12, Benton Flight, led by Technical Sergeant John Jarvis, hometown, Gonzales, Louisiana, and Technical Sergeant Atticus Nyland, hometown, Cibolo, Texas. The B Squadron Commander is Master Sergeant Amber Davis, Instructor Supervisor, 326 Training Squadron, hometown, Dallas, Texas. From the 326 Training Squadron, representing a Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, Nathan Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Alicia Mossat, hometown, Fort Wayne, Indiana. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 3, Kissling Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Aaron Weathers, hometown, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing the Air Force's first female Chief Master Sergeant, Peterson Flight, led by Master Sergeant Freddie Rengifo, hometown, Caracas, Venezuela. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, number 13, Finch Flight, led by Master Sergeant Christina Richards, hometown, Bronx, New York. From the 331st Training Squadron, representing a Medal of Honor recipient, Smith Flight, led by Technical Sergeant Edward Bott, hometown, Beckley, West Virginia. Song. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Over the last 8.5 weeks, the airmen before you have transformed from civilians into motivated, disciplined warrior airmen with the foundation to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Once these airmen leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of over 118 Air Force specialties. They will then move on to serve in one of over 84 Air Force bases around the world or work directly with our sister services. As these airmen move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the Air Force. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure that they are trained, qualified, and ready to deploy and operate in an expeditionary environment while maintaining home station readiness. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the U.S. military and an even smaller percentage in the United States Air Force. You should be proud of their accomplishments thus far. The Airmen before you have reached a milestone in their Air Force journey and will require your continued support to assist them in the future endeavors. These Airmen are the future of our Air Force and will pave the way for future generations of Airmen as we continue to fly, fight, and win. We would like to take a moment to congratulate all of our squadron honor graduates as well as their families. Basic military training honor graduates distinguished themselves by being ranked in the top 10% of all airmen graduating in their class. The exceptional personal dedication, integrity, service before self, and sustained excellence these airmen displayed throughout basic military training earned them this outstanding distinction. As the airmen march forward for the oath of enlistment, we would like to thank the families and friends who are here in support of the airmen graduating today. Your words of encouragement help motivate these airmen through 8.5 weeks of basic military training. On behalf of the United States Air Force and Air Force Basic Military Training, we send our thanks to the many families and friends of the American Airmen for the support of our airmen and the greatest air power the world has ever known. Master Sergeant Mosley will now come forward and address our graduated airmen.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome that we from the 82nd Training Wing have received. All our 82nd Training Wing, raise your hand. Thank you so much. To our graduating airmen. Hey, hey! To our families, let me hear you say we love you, Airmen! To the graduating class, I am super excited to stand before you on this day in history. This day in history. You as airmen, you have trusted your leaders. You have trusted your TIs. And you are here for a reason. And we are super excited about it. You have trusted your TIs and the lessons that they've given you. You picked up the lessons that they've given you all throughout the time that you've been here at basic. And that is amazing. So on this particular day, on this day in history, this is a day that you will never forget. On this day, 20 years from now, you'll be talking about this day. I know that you are ready for this day. Your families are ready for this day. Your future supervisors are ready for this day. Your TIs knew that you were going to make it to this day. I know that you're ready to go downtown with your families on this day. We have entrusted you with the core values on this day. I am super excited for you on this day. The Air Force is excited for you on this day. Because this day is your day. So repeat after me, this day. This day. Come on, y'all can do better than that. Let me hear you say this day. This day. It's my day. It's my day. Great day. Great day. For history. For history. Because it is my day. Because it is my day. Not your day. Not your day. This is my day. This is my day. In history. I am so excited for each and every one of you that are standing here before all of us. So congratulations for making it to this day. All right, so with that being said, I would like to introduce the hardest working wing commander I know. The hardest working wing commander I know. He is my wingman, my leader, and a warrior for sure. The 82nd Training Wing Commander, Colonel Kenyon Bell.
Outstanding. Dr. Chief Mosley, the Airman, it is a pleasure to be with you today. And we can call you Airmen, no longer trainees, but Airmen. That's right. And teammates, if you think that's a good thing, let them hear it. I want to echo our thanks to Colonel Newsom, Chief Hoover. Thank you very much for allowing us to be here, Chief Blaze. This is an honor for us to be able to be here with you.
Kind of tough.
While some may believe that Friday the 13th has some negative history, I'm not superstitious. Today we're going to turn the tide on Friday the 13th. That's right. Friday the 13th has a new meaning. This is the day you walked over that blue line and you stepped across and became airman. I know I'm the only thing between you and your families. And whether or not today is the day to go downtown or tomorrow, T.I. will help you out. Tomorrow maybe. But there's just a couple of things I want to let you know. Old man son has helped us out a little bit. Cloud cover has kept us up, so I'm going to keep this to just 1 hour and 30 minutes worth of speech. Maybe not. Look, first of all, I want you to understand you better keep a heart of gratitude. And I'm going to do that right up front. I'm going to turn to these families and friends that are here today. For us who don't get to see this every single day, it was such an amazing show of support to see mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, girlfriends and boyfriends yesterday with the shirt that said, "I am a proud mom of this airman. I am a proud boyfriend or girlfriend of this airman." I had the chance to meet the Krause family from South Carolina, the Ortiz family, the Minga family. Those are just a few examples of the families that are here to support you. And I want to tell you this as well.
That's all right.
Whether or not you had someone to step out and tap you on the shoulder yesterday or not, understand this. You have just joined the U.S. Air Force family, and we take care of our own. So family members, I want to thank you for entrusting your airmen to us. We consider this to be a solemn oath, to be able to take your young men and women, shape them into the warriors that they are going to be, that they are now and will transition into as they continue on their journey. But we need you to stay involved, because you too are a part of our Air Force family. And let me get real with you, because while it may have been a little while ago that I transitioned from my basic cadet training, but I tell you, it was pretty amazing how smart my mom and dad got after I left the house. They will too understand that, so stay involved. And Airman, I would encourage you to pick 2 or 3 people to say thank you to. Even by a note, a text, or a tweet, you figure out your way to say thank you. Second, I want you to own whatever you do. I'm talking about ownership. Ownership over your job so that you do the best of your ability. Don't treat your job like a rental car. Nobody ever watched a rental car, but we need you to own every single part of what you're about to step into. Some of you are going to come to Shepherd Air Force Base for your next level of tech training. Own it. Treat it like it's your own. One day it could absolutely save your life or the airman next to you. Ownership and doing your very best is what we require. That's what we absolutely require of you. And finally, before I have you run up on me and ambush me because I get too long-winded, I want you to understand that your character must remain intact. When you think of everything that you've learned here, you should reflect on our most recent Medal of Honor winner, and Master Sergeant John Chapman. In fact, there's a Chapman flight here. John Chapman had character that was built into him over the course of his career. And that's what made him decide to raise his hand to go back in to help save a fellow service member. And unfortunately on that day, he had to make the ultimate sacrifice. But his sacrifice can be an example for us on how we must prepare every single day, keep our character right, so that we will be able to do what the nation has called of us to do. So it is with great excitement that I ask you, are you prepared to join the world's greatest Air Force? Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready.
Instructors, place your flight at attention. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Colonel Bell will now administer the oath of enlistment.
Airmen, this is something that we do as we swear our oath. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your full name. Do solemnly swear or affirm.
Do solemnly swear
That I will support and defend.
that I will support and defend
The Constitution of the United States of America.
the Constitution of the United States of America,
And that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And that I will obey
and I will obey
the orders of the President of the United States.
the orders of the President of the United
please remain standing as our newest airmen recite the Airman's Creed and remain in place for the departure of our official party. I am an American Airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American Airman. My mission is to fly without quitting. I am able to proud heritage, a traditional honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American Airman. Working for freedom and justice. My nation's sword and shield. Its century and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American Airman. Lead warrior. I will never forget my mind. I will never falter.
Pick 'em up. 6 up drummers in place, cadence.
Thank you.
1,
Please
2,
be seated.
cadence, right.
Instructors, dismiss your flight. Airmen in the state flag mast pension flight from the 321st Training Squadron will be released to their visitors at the equipment locker to your left after they secure the flags. Airmen in the Drum and Bugle Corps Murray flight from the 321st Training Squadron will meet their family members at the north side bleachers near the equipment lockers after they have secured their instruments. Please be careful while exiting the bleachers and while moving onto the grassy areas. For your safety, we also ask that you only use the stairs to exit the bleachers. All airmen are now released to their visitors. Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the rest of your stay at Joint Base San Antonio-Lackland, Texas.
Hey, young man, thank you.